Wow, y'all, this is exciting. This is exciting. The journey to the last island has begun. Yo, welcome back to another video. My name is Robertini De'Source, and I'm very excited because we're getting back into more of the One Piece reaction. I am a music producer who also happens to like anime, so you know I gotta bring that anime content to y'all. So once again, I'm very excited, and last time we left off, we saw two crazy reveals, man. So things are getting really interesting here in the Zou arc. Before we begin, of course, if you like this kind of content, definitely go and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a video every week. And if you really enjoy this content, well, I actually post these reactions as well on Patreon, as well as other cool music content. So if you would like to support me, definitely go ahead on over there and let's have some fun on that journey. And I definitely would love to see y'all there. Of course, there is no pressure. I'm just here to have some fun watching anime with y'all. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into it. Episode 769 and 770 of One Piece. I hope you guys enjoy. Damn. They're so bad. So disappointed. I can't accept a ninja like that. Wow, this guy's so short. With a big head. Oh man. But to be honest, all of them look funny. Law's face. I love Law's face. Law's even low-key disappointed. He won't admit it. He just I love Law just needs to join the crew. I mean, I shouldn't say join the crew. His crew and Luffy's crew just need to just fully align. I mean, they are an alliance right now, but I'm talking about just travel together for the rest because this is great. You already know they're aligned, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, the crest, yeah, from before. Oh, a Poneglyph. Hey, we haven't seen those in a minute. Oh, Robin's about to read all of this. Dang. Oh, Hada, yeah, remember this. She used to read and just hide. Oh, man. Yo, Robin's my favorite for a reason, because... Remember this. Damn. And that whole Void Sentry thing. Also, all that information gone. So she's seen 4 so far. She's seen 4 so far, right? I just wanted to pause this real quick. So, actually, let me go back. I just want to get this information for my, for this, and maybe for you guys too, if just going back in the memory, but she's seen 4 so far. So, obviously, Alabasta's 1. I just want to make sure I remember all the places. Whoa. The first one I don't know. This is definitely Alabasta. That one is definitely Sky Island. And then this one is obviously Fishman Island. So then, yeah, well, I don't know what that first one is from. Because I don't think we ever saw her read that one in per se. I don't know if she ever mentioned her reading that one, but maybe eventually we'll find out where that first one is from. If you guys happen to know where she read that from, let me know. But I almost positively don't know because I don't think the crew met up with her when we knew about her reading that first one. Unless the first one was Alabasta, but then what would the second one be? So the second one definitely is Alabasta. So, you could definitely let me know in the comments so I understand. Maybe I'm missing something here, but yeah. So this is the 4th place. Oh, so this Poneglyph is going to be super important. What's it going to mean? Oh, Robin's going to be so... Oh, shoot again. That is funny. The Earth Escape technique? The fire. Oh my god. That is hilarious. Oh, boys like ninjas. Oh, they all do. They're all just like, yes, please show me. I love it. I know. The shadow clone technique. Of course Law would be the one to ask. I love it. Oh yes, please show me the shadow clone technique, the shadow clone jutsu. Yo, I'm convinced these are all Naruto references, and he must have gotten this from Naruto as well. This is the only explanation. Literally, I'm just dying because I just keep thinking about Naruto right now. That is fantastic. Hide in the ceiling and get stabbed by a spear. What is this? Wow! Summon a giant frog. Yo, this is great. These are all Naruto references. I love it. I absolutely love it. Wow. Yo, there's a reason why Law and Zoro are also on my top favorite characters list. I just love it. They're just like, oh, Raizo. And then literally, hurry up. Yes, just do it right now. Oh, man. I love this. Wow. Fantasies? Yo. Oh my god. They're so disappointed. Please show Law and Zoro's face. Oh, they're not gonna do it, but it's okay. Yo, hilarious. Oh. Hey, he did it. That's... Wow. I know. The shadow clone jutsu. The shadow clone. Oh my god. Oh man. Wow. The substitution technique. Yo. Oh my god. This is amazing. This is literally the most amazing thing ever. This is the most amazing thing ever. Everything Naruto reference. Oh my god. That was awesome. Yo. Oh man. Yep. There go the shurikens. I love it. Wow. Raizo of the Mist. They even use the sounds. They are in love with this guy. Wow. I appreciate this. I appreciate it. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but those Naruto references was fantastic. I absolutely love that. Oh man, this was the best part of the episode right here. Woo! Oh man. Yo, this is why I love One Piece, because it's like I said, it's long, but I love the comic relief. I love like just these fun moments. That's what makes this anime so fun. You know, you feel like you're growing with these characters as a family. Like when I watch the crew, I feel like I'm part of the crew. You know what I mean? It's just awesome, and just experiencing their excitement and experience my excitement, watching their excitement is just awesome to me. So that was cool. That was cool. Now those Poneglyphs though. Woo! That was awesome. Ah, man. That was great. That was really, really great. Oh, Raizo's gonna see what happened to the country. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Because he was in hiding this whole time, and yeah. Damn. I'm sure he feels bad. I'm sure he feels bad. These honorable people, man, they... These are the goats right here. An entire tribe of people was willing to risk everything to protect this guy. Crazy. I've never seen... I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's been a while since I've seen something like that. Damn. Wow. Crazy. Oh. Wow. Yo, they really tore this place up. Jack is no joke and his crew. But they did all of this. They did all of this. Well, at least they let this happen to protect this guy. That's what's so crazy about this. All for the sake of them. Okay. A road poneglyph? Oh. Oh. Oh, Luffy. Luffy must be going crazy. That's right. Wow. There's 4 of them. Okay. Not 4 Raptors, buddy. Yeah. Oh, ooh. Not Raftel. Where would it locate though? Oh. And the center spot is where Raftel is. Oh man. Wow. Yo. This is exciting. This is exciting. The journey to the last island has begun. Oh man. Oh man, that was awesome. That gave me chills, man. That gave me chills. That was awesome, man. 700, and that was episode 769 of One Piece, man. How awesome. Let's start with the first half of the episode. The ninja stuff. Hilarious. I don't think I need to say no more because you already saw what I basically was talking about. The Naruto references, Raizo. You never, ever, ever count an ugly character in One Piece out. That is what I've learned. It don't matter how ugly they look, they could be a badass. Just that's the way things are in One Piece. So we always got to keep that in mind. Now, the road poneglyph. Interesting. They are finally 700 and something episodes later, y'all. This whole time since the beginning, we all know what the purpose of the story was. It's for Luffy and the crew, or for Luffy to gather a crew, journey together to go on this amazing adventure, explore the Grand Line to find the One Piece treasure. We know that the One Piece treasure is in this last island called Raftel. And now, they get to Zou in the most interesting location because it makes so much sense. It's the most interesting location to me because the Zou is an island that is always moving, so of course it's hard to get. Based on what I saw, this road poneglyph gives a clue to a location on the map that will lead to Raftel, but there's 4 of them in the world. So if you can find all 4, and then they cross paths, and the lines cross paths in the middle, you'll find Raftel. How cool is that? Gosh, how cool is that? That's world building at its finest right there, man. For sure. World building at its finest. 100% for sure. Dang. Dang. Interesting. Well, with that being said, y'all, let's get into this last episode of this week's reactions, and I look forward to seeing how they're going to either do this. My assumption is they might either go to this 4th location, or they're just gonna have to continue finding more of these road poneglyphs. But then the question is, where do you find these road poneglyphs? And then here's another thing. The Zou is always moving. So if the Zou is always moving, how they're going to decipher where Raftel is, because the points will continue, like Zou's moving, so the line will keep moving. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. But either or, finally we are getting to a place, which is incredible. I'm very excited about that. We are finally getting to a place where I feel like we're making progress for them to go find the One Piece. This could take another 500 plus episodes, but at least I feel better about it now. I'm very happy about that. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop into the next one. The One Piece. Oh, this is gonna be a journey. Yo, me too. Me too. Is there more information besides that, or that's it? That's all good. Yo, Yo, Luffy has the best crew ever. Like, I know it's weird to say that because it's like we're going on this journey, but bruh, Robin is so close. Without Robin, they will not be able to find like the One Piece at all. Like, that's the crazy part about this. That's the crazy part about this. So, shout out, man, for Luffy for really recruiting Robin to be part of the crew. For real. Obviously, she joined on her own, but eventually they had to, save her. But the point is, man, she almost lost herself. And they convinced her to live, man. That's what makes even now the Enies Lobby arc even more significant, too. Yo, because without Robin, they would have to find somebody else. Crazy how that all works. Oh, was one of the poneglyphs in Ohara? Was that what that was? That actually would make sense. Oh, maybe that's what that was. Oh, I didn't even think about that. And then my other question would be is what do the blue ones mean? So the red ones are obviously the most important ones, but what about the blue ones? Oh wait, no, we know the blue ones are a reference, I think, to the ancient weapons, which is also going to be very important. That's another thing. Those weapons. When are they going to come into role again? They were talked about a while back, but they never were really mentioned like that until we got the Fisherman Island arc. And then Fisherman Island, we found out about the princess and all of that, but we haven't really heard about them since. So I wonder if they're gonna have a role soon too. Oh, wow. They just answered my question. Wow, that is so funny. I'm going to go back because I was kind of like in this weird mode, but literally that just answered my question. So the blue poneglyphs are the 100-year void century, pretty much. That makes sense. Wow, y'all, my bad. Yeah, and I bet you the void century is going to be so important. The real poneglyph. Oh. Oh. This is like so awesome. That's right. Goldie Roger did do that. Oh. Oh, of course. Of course. Wow. There we go. So there's only one missing. Wow. Oh man. Let me guess. The island that you were just talking about where Big Mom is at? Of course. Of course. Of course. Oh boy. Oh boy. I knew this was not going to be that easy. Oh boy. Oh god. Dang. You know? Oh. Yeah, you just gotta read them. You just gotta read them. Oh. That's not manly. That's what Luffy said. That is funny. That is so funny. Yo, Luffy's funny. Oh. That makes sense. Damn, they have a lot of information. Yo. I was just talking about this. Oh, this takes us back. One of the greatest. That was one of the great fights of this show. Oh man, I fell in love with Robin after this arc, though, for real. After that arc, because she knows her friends will always have her back. Aww. Oh my god. Will Zoro say something? Of course she will. And Zoro, just a quiet one. That was cool. That was a cool reference to that arc, actually. I love that. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew they were gonna go after Doflamingo. Oh man, they're about to rescue Doflamingo. Yeah, Doflamingo knows. Doflamingo knows. Dang, this is about to go crazy. What? What happened? Whoa, what was that? Was that just a dream? Or did they get beat up? Actually beat up? That's a good question. Oden again. Oh. It's up to Mononosuke. Hmm. Oh. This guy seems like he's... I love the music. Is this his theme song? Oh. This music is unbelievable, y'all. Holy moly. I'm in love with this. Oh, they invented the Poneglyphs? Wow, okay. Interesting. Wow, everything just opened up. Wow. Oden's gone? Don't. Oh, that's rough. What's going on? Damn, man. I want to know more about this Oden guy. He seems like such a G. Did he die while Mononosuke was alive? That's what I want to know. Oh, man. Executed. The Shogun. What? 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 Oh man, this guy's crazy. Dang. Of course. Cardinal sin. Wow, there's a lot of information being revealed in this episode. And what information is that? Poneglyphs? Oh! Oh! Really? Oh! Oh! Wow. So Oden knows about the One Piece? Wow. Oh, the episode's about to be over. No, 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 no. Ah, man. I didn't want this to be over, man. Alright. Wow. That was episode 770 of One Piece. Wow. These last few episodes have been very interesting. I feel like these have been some of the most important episodes since we've been at Dressrosa. Just everything that's going on right now, specifically. And obviously, we learned about the road poneglyphs. We learned about the information poneglyphs. We learned that the Kazazuki clan, pretty much, were the ones who invented the poneglyphs. And this guy, Oden, traveled to the last island with Goldie Roger? Yo, Goldie Roger was like a legend. This guy was like the ultimate dude. That's crazy. That's why this Oden guy is so important. Oh. If he knew what the secrets of the world is, clearly Kaido wanted to know. That's pretty obvious. And he was not going to give that information to Kaido. Dang. They want to know where Raftel is. I think every major pirate wants to know where Raftel is. It's going to be crazy because we also learned that the two of the emperors have the other are basically controlling the other road poneglyphs, which makes sense. Clearly, there's one in Wano. That's where Kaido is residing right now, and then Big Mom's place. Big Mom probably has one as well. If that's the case, you have Zoe, which is the third one. The fourth one. You know what my guess is? I think the last one is going to be at the island where Shanks resides. It just makes sense. If the way that this is going, because Shanks is an emperor and we haven't heard from him in a while. My assumption is he also knows where one of the road poneglyphs are. That's just a big guess. If Big Mom and Kaido know where it is, then Shanks has to know where the other one is. He just has to. He can't just be an emperor and not know where one of these road poneglyphs is, the way that this is going right now. And I guarantee you, Whitebeard probably knew where one of the road poneglyphs was too. That's just my guess. Either it could have been at Zoe or maybe wherever Shanks could be. But this is just a complete guess. I could be completely wrong, but that is just my guess. A lot going on, man. A lot of information being revealed. This is huge. This is like indication to me that like the story is really about to progress now, because clearly this Oden guy is super important. But then how are they going to get information from him? You know what I mean? He would have been useful, but unfortunately he's executed. Well, he was executed by Kaido. Wow, Kaido was a real deal too. That means they're going to have to travel to the island where Big Mom is at. They're going to have to travel to Wano, where Kaido is at, and they're going to have to find the road poneglyph. Knowing that, they're going to have to definitely challenge Kaido and Big Mom. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. And on top of that, they're going to have to go to Big Mom first, only because we got to deal with Sanji's situation. So that's another thing to think about. What I find most interesting too is I love how, you know, the Cat Viper and the Duke were heavily involved with this. It was pretty cool. I just love how everything is kind of setting up. You know, just even with the reveal of Momonosuke and Kinomion and everything like that. Like, we met them way back, like, in the beginning. Like, literally almost right after Fishman Island, right? So, I thought that was really, really interesting. I love how they're kind of like setting things up here. This is like One Piece at its finest, where it's like all these different layers of stuff that's going on that you had no idea is just starting to really come to fruition. So where's the story gonna go next? We already know the big things. There's three major things that needs to happen. One, they need to go find out where the road poneglyph is. The final road poneglyph is. We don't know where it is, but hopefully they can find clues to find out. Number two, they are going to have to go to Big Mom and take care of Big Mom. And they're going to have to read the road Poneglyph there. 3, they're going to have to do the same thing in Wano for Kaido. Those are the 3 things that they need to do so that they can find a way to get to the last island. So this is going to be so interesting to me. These next couple islands are going to be so important. Now, what I also want to know is, how many islands do we have left to go to? How many more islands are they going to travel to? That's another thing when I think about it. You know what I mean? Are we going to get these little filler islands in between like we had before? Are we going to get these random islands kind of like Zoe? You know what I mean? You just never know. But right now their focus needs to be Sanji. So this is interesting. And then the 100 Void Century thing. How's that going to come to play? It's just like the Cat Viper said. There are other people who definitely have control of some of that information, and they're definitely gonna want to find Robin. We already know what happened in Alabasta, so it's gonna be interesting. I wonder if some of the worst generation may have some information about the Void Century too, and that's another thing. The worst generation is they're out there too. They're trying to do the same thing that Luffy's crew is doing. So there's just so much going on. Oh yeah, and then Doflamingo, like. Will Doflamingo really be an Impel Down? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like something's going to happen and he won't end up making it to Impel Down. But that's just a guess. Alright. So, with that being said, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Lots of information. This was some really, really good set of episodes. I love the information that was being revealed. It pretty much is setting up for a lot of interesting stuff to happen. I hope we get to learn more about this Oden guy, especially with Gold D. Roger. Like, this Oden guy is that powerful or that cool? I can't wait to really learn about him. Yo, thank y'all so much for watching these videos. Of course, if you like this video, definitely go put some comments below, hit the like button as well, hit the subscribe button, so therefore you can guys get more of the One Piece content. Stay tuned because eventually I will be also doing a music analysis, as I am a music producer as well. I got my music content, so there's a lot of cool stuff here on this channel, so definitely go check it out. And without further ado, y'all, my name is Robertini De'Source. And don't let anybody ever tell you who you can or cannot be. And until the next video, I'll talk to y'all.